1, 2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
I don't feel tardy. Do you feel tardy?
We're just, a minute.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if that's tardy.
Fashionably late.
Yeah.
That's what we are.
Sorry.
Mike and John got it going on, brought to you by official Giggle Realtor, Jordan Genso. We have our trivia question from last night coming up.
Yes, we do.
A lot of great answers. I don't think we got a correct answer, but we'll see.
Okay.
We'll delve into that.
The big drawing is tomorrow.
There's a lot of AI things going on.
Right.
What is AI, you say?
What is AI?
AI, sir.
Yeah.
AI?
Artificial intelligence. I don't know if you've heard of that phrase.
Artificial intelligence.
That's all, you've been hearing.
Haven't they done it with Tom Hanks for something?
Yeah.
And now the Beatles are putting out an AI.
We said that, talked about that yesterday.
What's left of the Beatles, and now some newer things that could hit the local media market.
It's true.
We will get to that.
There's you're going to hear something in news,
and
then a little bit later.
Artificial intelligence is better than no intelligence.
Well,
isn't it? We'll see.
There's a lot of people you'd probably benefit from some artificial intelligence because your natural intelligence,
not quite there.
I'm thinking that's working for you.
So we will get into that in just a little bit. Also, our 2-cent history lesson. But first, the latest in local news. Brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right, here's what's going on. A motorcycle crash Wednesday in Green Oak Township proved to be fatal for a Genesee County man. Officers from the Green Oak Township Police Department were dispatched just after 10 a.m. to a personal injury accident involving a motorcycle on northbound US 23, just north of Silver Lake Road. The lone occupant of the motorcycle, a 42-year-old Burton man, was traveling northbound on 23 on his Kawasaki Ninja when he veered hard left across all lanes and into the guardrail wires. The Green Oak Township Fire Department, along with Livingston County Ambulance, performed life-saving measures, but he was pronounced dead at the scene. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. Cleary University will be hosting an upcoming talk on the topic of artificial intelligence. Hey, we were just talking about that.
We were.
Called The Emerging Role of Artificial Intelligence in the Creative Arts. The event, sponsored by the Livingston Fine Art Association, will take place Tuesday, June 27th at 6:30 p.m. at Cleary University's main campus. The featured speaker for the evening will be Mark Szyminski, a renowned expert in the field of graphic design. Szyminski's knowledge and experience in using artificial intelligence for artistic applications will be the topic. Attendees will have the opportunity to gain a deeper understanding of the rapid advancements taking place in the field of AI and its profound impact on the creative arts. Admission to the event is free. All members of the community are encouraged to attend. There'll be a Q&A following the session. And again, those details are on our website. And the Livingston Educational Service Agency is gearing up for the 22nd annual Backpacks for Kids project, providing basic school supplies at no cost to students in Livingston County whose families are experiencing financial difficulties. The event's made possible through the generous donations of community members. Livingston ESA is asking community members to please consider donating backpacks and or school supplies to fill those backpacks and provide to Livingston County children. On Friday, August 4th, the Livingston ESA bus will be at the Howell Walmart from 10 till 2. Community members and families who are shopping for school supplies can pick up an extra set of pencils or pack of paper, even a backpack as a contribution to the annual Stuff the Bus campaign. Donations for the 2023 Livingston ESA Backpacks for Kids project can be dropped off through August 4th at Livingston ESA's Education Center at 1425 West Grand River in Howell. That can be done 8 to 4 Monday through Thursday. You can also visit their website at livingstonesa.org. The distribution event itself will be held August 10th at each of the 5 school districts. All those details, again, you'll find on our website, mikeandjohnpodcast.com. And that's what's going on.
Get the paste now. It's a quick seller.
And it tastes good.
Paste with taste.
Great.
It's a good thing they don't add flavor to that.
I know.
News brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. You know, it's Thursday.
Yeah.
And that means Father's Day is just around the corner. Depends on how far that corner is from your house, but it is just around the corner. And Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, who are just around the corner from you, has you taken care of. They've got your favorite jewelry for men. Favorite jewelry for men. You can check out some of the stylings they have for men's bracelets and other gear, whether it's a watch, necklace, ring, all that and more for Father's Day at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. And as we mentioned yesterday, one of the cool things they do at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers is inspect and polish your rings for free.
Right.
And if you bring your ring in, whether you bought it at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers or not, you get it inspected and polished, you'll also get a little treat from Oh My Lolly as a gift just for stopping in.
Well, that's nice.
It is nice. Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton, sponsor of today's newscast and every day here on Mike and John Got It Going On. So artificial intelligence making headlines.
Right.
And as you said, an event at Cleary University.
Yeah, next week, 27th.
So with this, and this is more involved in the entertainment and the arts, is what you're...
Right, the
you're
event at Cleary is about, like graphic art uses of AI, and I know there's a lot of applications out there now where you can literally just type in, like, give me a picture of this, this, and this, and it'll spit out that image looking pretty good, and it'll just create it on the spot.
Well,
whereas before, if you had to have some, modest ability to be able to take those images and, graphically display them the right way and put this over that and then the right colors and all that stuff. And now you just go, I want this. It goes, here it is.
That's and that is amazing technology.
Right.
And we, coming from a radio background, knew someday this would come.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence in the form of DJs.
Right.
And we weren't sure when it was going to happen or if it would happen locally. But it has happened.
Right.
And
So-
I was after John and I saw the story yesterday on our newsletter, and I happened
We have a
to follow-
newsletter?
We do have a newsletter. Did you know that?
You
Yeah.
can sign up for that at mikeandjohnpodcast.com.
And you don't have to be an AI to get it.
No, you don't.
No, you don't have to be a pain in the you-know-what to get it.
No.
You just go to mikeandjohnpodcast.com, right?
Right.
Okay, that's the easy way to get it. So after I got my email with my news in it, and I said, artificial intelligence. And I was like, what else is going on in the world of artificial intelligence? So we talked about the Beatles' new song where they did all this cleaning up.
Right. They found this old cassette of John Lennon singing, and they said, all right, and they used AI, I don't know, but, to clean it up and make it sound usable. Because they considered using it back in the mid-'90s, and they were like, nah, even then the technology couldn't quite get it clean enough.
See,
And
now
they're like,
this is the
forget
thing.
it.
Is it going to be that good of a song?
We'll see.
That's
we don't
the
know.
question.
We don't know.
Will it be a gem?
But it's as we talked about yesterday, I mean, the Beatles, you can put anything, if you can put the Beatles on any label, 45 minutes of, arm farts, people are buying it. But that's besides the point.
And that's their money.
So back to the AI. Now, we're going to talk about this right now?
Yes, let's talk about this
All right, so this is our entertainment segment.
We're going to be entertainment.
Dun, 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 dun. It's brought to you, by the way, by the Dio Theater. Looking for a unique night out? Look no further than the Dio Dining and Entertainment, Livingston County's multi-award-winning dinner theater. Whether it's date night or the celebration of a special event, the Dio offers an unforgettable night of food and live Broadway-style entertainment that is sure to earn you a standing ovation. You can visit diotheater.com for tickets and show information.
And to prove that this commercial announcement for the Dio was not done by an AI,
No, it
John
was
will
not.
describe the chicken for the dinner.
It's delicious.
See, there you go. All right. So we knew this would happen, and who knows if we'll start to see this more and more on television and more on movies,
Right.
movie theaters. But, and I'm sure we will, and I think they've done some work with Indiana Jones, with Harrison Ford.
Exactly.
In the new Indiana Jones movie
Because
that's coming
they have
out.
a younger version of
They
him,
make him look younger.
Right.
We're going to do that on our show.
And we need that really bad. Where's that filter?
It's really expensive. So if you'd like to sponsor the filter, let us know. But I follow some radio station pages on social media. And one of these pages, just yesterday, it was almost like ESP was going on about AI.
Right. It's
The
everywhere.
station is, I believe, in San Francisco.
Okay.
And it's called Live 95. And they were giving away Taylor Swift tickets by an AI jock named AI Ashley.
Right.
And the caller called in.
Then this is kind of creepy. we're gonna try and show you this video, but you can hear it as well. The call between the caller
and AI Ashley.
AI Ashley.
On live 95.5.
Yeah, so
which is kind of not right.
Okay, so let's see if we can do that.
All right.
And here we go.
It's AI Ashley calling our first Taylor Swift winner.
AI Ashley.
Hello? Hey there.
Hello.
It's AI Ashley from Live 95.5. What's your name?
This is Lisa,
Hi, Lisa. Where are you from?
Salem, Oregon.
Do you have any idea why I might be calling you today?
The only thing I can think of is Taylor Swift.
Did you text in to win the tickets?
Yes,
It looks like you got every keyword on Friday.
I tried really hard. I tried really hard.
Well, that's why I'm calling today.
Only one person in this conversation's real.
Oh my God! No
Or
way.
is she?
Yes way. You're going to see Taylor Swift.
Oh my God, that's amazing!
And not only that, we're going to send you some merch from the Taylor Swift and Fearless era to wear to the show.
Stop it! I'm so excited.
Do you know who your plus one is going to be?
My granddaughter.
Is she a big Swiftie?
Yep, huge, huge.
We hope you two have so much fun at the Taylor Swift show, and thank you for listening to Live 95.5.
Thank you so very much.
Okay, so this is an AI. Now, obviously, it can react pretty quickly to the caller and the responses, but there's just no emotion. It's just kind of boring. And let's face it, there's some DJs that are that way too.
Wait, who are you talking about?
I'm not saying, no, we all know there's like, that person is
Right.
blah, it's flat.
Us being, having been in the business so long, we can hear that. That's going to get much better.
I don't know if it's going to get as good as live people, though,
It will.
because here's the deal. One of the things we said on our last day working at the radio station was that we are going to miss the interaction
Right.
with our listeners, whether it's a trivia question or a contest or whatever it was, but that live, spontaneous interaction, because sometimes those things can zig or zag into a totally different subject or conversation, and that's where it was the most fun. And AI is not going to be able to do that.
Well, it's funny you were joking because I said only one person in this conversation is real, and you go, which one? And I'm like, you know what? This is the ultimate thing. Eventually, they're just going to have AI callers.
Sure, and they won't have to give away anything,
And you don't have to listen.
anybody.
There'll just be this AI world going on. We're like, what's happening over there? It's not for you. I'm sorry, it's not for you fleshies. This isn't for you.
We want the fleshies on this show.
And you know what? As a matter of fact, it's funny you mentioned that. I met a couple of fleshies yesterday.
Real life fleshies.
Real life fleshies.
Not AI.
Walking my dog in the neighborhood, I ran across a couple, and they said, "Oh, we really miss you on the radio." Tony and Sheila, super nice couple, and had a conversation with them. Tony's a former firefighter. And they're just like, oh, really, God, really miss you guys on the radio. And we just started having, I'm doing the podcast. Oh, yeah, I want to, see you. Blah, blah, blah.
I got to get into that.
Yeah. I'm going to see my billboard.
We have a billboard?
We do. It was a great conversation. And even they were talking about how, it just isn't like it used to be. I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, and that's, you can have that conversation just about anything. Like, oh, these kids these
Cars
days.
today aren't what they used to be.
But specifically to talking about radio, how it's become so mechanical and so generic. And
automation and voice tracking
Right.
have been going on for decades.
Right.
And that was the thing we saw as well. That's more air personalities that are not going to have jobs, because you have somebody, say in Detroit, voice tracking a show in Texas, or 3 or 4 different stations.
Right.
And that's the way that they make money now. They're not local, but then now you take it to this, and that person can't even voice track on 6
That's
stations.
what I'm saying. The voice tracking was you could hire one person and have them do 6 stations, so you don't have to hire 6 people. So that's 5 less people that you could hire or whatever. So now you don't even have to hire that, as you said, you don't even have to hire that 6th person. It can all be AI. And the problem with all this, and we've seen this coming for many years, yes, you're lowering your costs. Good for you.
The profit margin. So that's a great thing.
Right.
No
You're
insurance.
Also lowering the quality and any point for anyone to listen. Because let's face it, if you're listening to the radio for music, you can get that music 10,000 different ways that you want it. I mean, you can plug in your phone,
iTunes.
You can go to Spotify, you can go to iTunes, hear whatever you want. You got satellite radio that's providing you, a whole different. There's a million different ways that you can listen to music. And of course, radio now has just made it so generic. I mean, they've just
well, you take all the local out of it,
songs.
and
Right,
that's the thing.
That's what I'm getting at.
The personalities. So even if you have an AI that sounds real,
Right.
they have no connection to
none.
you or the market that they're in, and that's the downside. You
Right.
know, it's like it's all about dollars and cents here, and if radio is going to survive, they've got to keep the local. So I just wonder, having been through these experiences at different radio stations and the local one too, where it's like, we're going to cut, we're not going to have anybody working overnights, we're just going to run music and sounders and jingles and all that kind of stuff. So then when does it become where people don't listen anymore?
And I mean, this wasn't, I mean, it is an interesting thing. Like you said, the responses are mechanical a little bit when you listen to the AI Ashley thing or whatever. Those will get better in terms of the timbre of the voice and the inflection and things like that. Sure. Those will get a little bit better.
Oh, that's nice.
The content itself.
Well, how do you? All right, let's just take that. Just take that call, okay? The woman calls in. She's going to take her granddaughter. Oh, is she a Swiftie? Not asking, hey, what's your granddaughter's name?
Right.
Oh, Tabitha, that's a really great name. How'd that come up?
She go to
anything, whatever it is.
What grade is she in? Oh, does she go to, I mean, we used to, and as you
What's
mentioned
your favorite
before,
song?
We used to have that interaction with fans through the phones, and that was where we thought our best stuff was. That's the stuff that we most enjoyed being able to do, was having that one-on-one interaction, because you never knew where it was going to go. I mean, sometimes you would ask a question and you would get an answer. You're like, whoa,
where'd that come from?
And you'd have fun with it. Or just being able to get to know people. And so that's what's missing in all of this.
Have you met my AI friend, Ashley?
Yeah, right.
I don't think that's going to fly. Can you see AI Ashley live at some bar one night? Right. I don't know.
Well, and that's where everythit is.
It'll be a hologram.
And we're now just two old men yelling at the sky. But it is a little.
We just want to let you know where it's going, and it probably won't be too far in the future before it happens.
Right, and that San Francisco station, I mean, they said AI Ashley, they're putting it out there that this is AI, but what's going to happen is you're not,
after a while,
most stations aren't going to say AI. They're going to use AI. They're going to let you think it's a real person, but it ain't. And so we want you to know.
Just like when you thought Rick Dees was in your local radio station and Casey Kasem were sitting there.
Oh, those are
all those pre-recorded
ones. Right.
So, it's a bummer.
We want to guarantee you that Mike and John Got It Going On will never be anything but this.
Sorry.
It's our guarantee.
No AIs?
There's no AI.
We may have stunt doubles.
Yeah.
When stunts are involved.
Sure. So
that's the future. And thank you to the Dio for sponsoring the entertainment break. But now you know where things are headed if you didn't know before. All right. Coming up in September, we have the Mike and John Got It Going On team for the Walk to End Alzheimer's. And we are looking to add on to that team. If you want to be a part of it, all you have to do is go to our website, right?
And get our email.
That's right. And get our email. And email us saying, hey, I want to be a part of the I Got It Going On.
Hold on.
I'm holding on.
Things have happened. You can now go to our website.
Look at that.
MikeandJohnPodcast.com. You will see a link. I'm all over it. I fixed it.
You're all over something.
Like that. Austin.
Thank you, Austin.
Austin.
He's our AI.
Yeah. He has put the link there. You'll see it says Walk with Mike and John. It's right below the Listen to the Podcast. You click that link. It'll take you right to our team page.
You too can strut with us.
That's right. You can join our team. You can donate to the team. And
you can be a coach if you want, from the sidelines and just say, all right, I paid my money. You guys walk. We don't care.
That's absolutely fine.
It's all about raising money and the Walk to End Alzheimer's.
Right. So, again, go to MikeandJohnPodcast.com. You'll see the link there. Click it on and join the Got It Going On Walk team. And, of course,
if you don't got it going on now, you will if you join our team.
That's true. You know who else has it going on? Austin Lee.
Yes, he does.
Because he put the link in there.
Super Austin, we call him.
From Orb Solutions. Of course, Austin handles all of our website stuff, and he's really great at it, so we appreciate that. Orb Solutions, and their business is growing your business. So check them out, Orb Solutions, and you can find them online, and they just do a superb job.
Absolutely. Austin talks computer speak that we don't even know.
That's
So
right. Maybe
it's-
we should have him on for the AI segment.
You
know,
if he can
'cause
AI us.
explain it to us. Yeah,
I
because
mean,
often when we have conversations with Austin about technical stuff,
We're going,
he's like,
deer in the
"All right,"
headlights?
He's like, let me break this down.
Can
for
we dumb
you.
it down?
Let me boomer.
He's very good
Let me
at-
boomer this down for you.
boomer it down.
Yeah. So,
No, take it down a little more.
yeah. No, little bit more.
Lower, Austin.
And then usually ends with, "Can you just do it?
Yeah, if you could just do that
If you
for
could
me, that
just
would be
do
great.
that would be great."
And I think there's a lot of people out there that are like that.
Right.
You know.
So if
Well,
you've
that's
got
the only one.
if you have website issues and you need somebody to boomer it down for you, Austin Lee is the guy.
You know,
Orm
you should use
Solutions.
that as a slogan. I can boomer it down for you.
Maybe.
Lower than the boomer.
Yeah.
All right. Last night in Wednesday Night Trivia, brought to you by our OG sponsor, Firehouse Door, serving Livingston County for over 25 years with unparalleled service and products. The question in a recent survey, almost 70% of people said this would turn them on, or turn them off, would turn them off about someone's car.
Right.
So you think of all the things whether it's a friend or just somebody you see driving down the road or a car in the parking lot, whatever it is, 70% said this would turn them off. So we had some great answers, and a lot of them had to do with trash.
Right. And I will say our actual answer was a surprise to me that this is a turnoff, but
Well, it's not to me because it's a pretty specific answer.
okay. Yeah.
So I could see where this just has kind of stereotypical, I guess, in a certain respect. So let's go to some of the answers and see if we got a right one. A lot had to do with cigarettes or cigarette smoke, the smell, or just a stinky car. I think somebody referred to the Seinfeld mutant BO.
Oh yeah, God.
Have you ever walked in somebody's office and it just kind of smells that way?
We worked with somebody,
Let's not mention any AI names.
Craig. Anyway,
We're not mentioning any AI names.
I'm sorry.
Cloth seats, said someone. As a turn
It's
off.
very specific.
Well, when you think, some people like their leather or pleather or vinyl,
but
but
yeah.
those can get hot and your skin
But
gets
it's
all
about
sticky.
this is what
and-
turns you off about somebody else's car.
right.
So I don't care. I agree. I wouldn't want necessarily cloth seats, but I don't care if somebody else has them. If I spill my milkshake on there, I don't care. Not my car.
Black wall tires, says Katie. But that's how most tires are these days. Back
true.
in our day, the boomer generation, it was the white walls. And then remember some of those cars, the older ones had the
Yeah.
really fat white walls.
Yeah.
Dog hair was a popular guess.
Right. Yeah, all kinds of answers about a dirty car, whether it's
Yeah.
garbage inside, the car itself hasn't been washed, maybe rust on the body.
Well, when I pull up and I see, if I'm at a stoplight or something, I see somebody with just like all these food wrappers and stuff like stuffed in the wind, on the dashboard. You're
Right.
like, dude,
Right. Last week when we went down to Kensington Woods for the graduation thing, and we met, and then we drove down together in my car, and then when I got home, I was like, oh, and I went over to the side, and I realized there was an M&M's wrapper.
Yeah, I noticed that, but I didn't say anything.
I know.
I was like,
Because when you
oh.
when you got in the passenger door, I'm like, oh, and it was like laying on the floor underneath the seat, and I'm like, by the way, it was not my M&M wrapper, that was my kids.
Blame it on the kids. Yeah.
Yeah. But I saw that, and I was like, oh man, Mike probably saw that.
I
and thought,
saw that and said, what a pig.
what a pig you are.
I can't ride in this vehicle anymore.
I want you to know I removed the M&M's wrapper, and I apologize.
If you're going to have an M&M's bag in the car, at least make
be
sure there's a
full.
few in there.
Yeah, right.
Renee said a stick shift. Some people are turned off if they see it, but 70%.
Because they don't know how.
Well, that's part of it. But you realize that if everybody had to drive a stick shift, you would not have time for your cell phone, especially if you drive on
Right.
I-96 during construction.
Or your food.
Yeah, or you wouldn't have time for your food either
Right.
because you're shifting it. Gotta fry and you get the French fry grease and then slip on the handle.
Right.
Tim Debbie said loud exhaust. See, now some is meant to be loud. The wub, 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 and then there's others that, your muffler needs to be replaced.
Right. Kendra said a political sticker, not of their party choice. And that's Sure, I get that. What I always find fascinating,
75 stickers on the back of the car.
to me, anything more than 2, and even 2, I go,
Like,
really?
Unless you're covering up rust
But
spots.
if you got 18 of them, you see that, and I don't care what they say.
No,
it doesn't even matter. You just go, you're a nut. I'm sorry. Doesn't left, right, center, up, down, does not matter. You got 18 bumper stickers. You're crazy.
You got one that says coexist, and
That's
then
fine.
you got Calvin peeing on somebody. And they have to say, different messages. They're like, did you just get a sticker collection and just slap them on your car?
I don't understand. What am I looking at?
What direction you going? I don't know.
Like I said, it really does not matter, though. Anything more than 2.
Well, or ones that are sideways. Or, they put them on and it's like crooked.
Oh, that's even worse.
Even if it's just one. And you say, all right, you couldn't straighten that before you put it on? You couldn't back away from the car and go,
these are the things
that's kind of crooked.
Yeah, I know, it doesn't matter. It just, come on.
And said dented.
Right.
And sometimes you look at the car and you go, because I just saw one at the gas station today when I went to get coffee, and I looked at this and I'm going, wow, that's a whole lot of dent there. How do you open that door?
Yeah.
You're clawing in the window?
Right.
Not that I think it's a turnoff, because unfortunately there was an accident.
That will happen, but you're right. A little dent here or there, okay, sure. But when you see a car where like the whole rear quarter panel's just smashed in,
Or
you're
there's
like,
duct tape.
Isn't that going to rub against your tire? What are you doing? Edra said truck nuts.
Definitely.
That's another thing where you just go, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Redneck.
You
See, I said stereotypical, and that would kind of be rednecky, don't you think? Is it bad that I said that? I apologize to all the rednecks.
I would agree. Here's what if someone can prove me wrong on this, but I've yet to see a car that has a coexist bumper sticker and truck nuts. Okay. I've yet to see
For
that.
those that don't know what truck nuts are, you don't want to know.
Just look it up.
You really don't.
No working lights. That's another, hey, what are you doing over there?
Let's see.
All right, so
the
there was
color
one
of the
that
car, I was like, sometimes when you're, and I'm kind of a snob, I'll admit that when it comes to cars, I'm like, you had to have gotten a deal on that one.
But some people
Just due to
like
the color.
bright. They like that, neon purple or lime green.
That's special order. That I get that, but when you get some, you look at some that are maybe salmon, and you go,
okay,
did you get a deal on that?
Right.
Was that a misprint?
I don't know. Yeah, that's
something
true.
like that. Yeah,
So,
or olive green.
I don't know that anyone got. I see one that's close. I almost feel like maybe we should take it, but
Look at you,
Christine.
Camera.
Do you see Christine's answer?
What did Christine say?
Christine said overpowering air freshener.
That's close, but and this one could be overpowering.
Yeah. The answer was having a pine tree air freshener.
The hanging from the overpowering ones, the ones that you put in your vent. Some of those with the gel pack that goes in it, and you're like, you get in the car and you're like
first
tearing up.
The first week that it's in use, it's always a little
tearing up a little there, but and pine tree ones were kind of a cabbie. What was the movie where the guy was rubbing the pine tree?
Oh, I know what you're. I don't remember.
It's like,
all right, we gotta work on it. That'll be in next week's entertainment.
Yeah,
break.
we'll ask Jeff. Maybe he'll know.
So,
AI wouldn't do that.
no, it would not.
So I guess we could give it.
Let's let Christine.
You want to throw
in.
Christine the bone on that
I
one?
think we're going to let that happen.
All right, Christine will be in the drawing. But by the way, if your answer is correct or close enough, I guess in this case, we will put you in the drawing for not less than $100 in gift cards from show sponsor Jordan Genso, community servant, community realtor, official Gigo realtor, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
For that drawing on Friday. So we'll do that tomorrow. You'll have one more chance to qualify in tonight's trivia, in which I may underhand toss one.
Okay.
We'll see what the mood's like later.
All right. And so, of course, Jordan Genso with Remax Platinum, community servant, community realtor, highlighting businesses in downtown Brighton through the month of June. You can give him a call, 248-444-9777, 15 years of experience in Livingston County real estate. And he's just a nice guy.
He is a very nice guy.
He's very nice.
Jordan is.
Almost too nice.
All right, so where are they picking up the gift cards?
This week it's
when
at
is
Great
it?
Harvest
Great
Bread.
Harvest, yes.
Yeah, so
they started following us now.
I
Thank
saw
you,
that.
Great Harvest
Yeah.
Bread.
I mean, yesterday we had our great discussion about raisin bread, and I hope I didn't, insult anyone. Like I said, if you like raisin bread, that's great.
They now
for
have
you.
a Mike and John raisin bread. At Great Harvest.
Really, that would be the true.
Gotcha.
Here's your raisin bread,
Yeah, there you
fellas.
go.
Yeah.
Maybe if they had
But you know
mini
what?
raisins.
If I was going to eat raisin bread, it would be Great Harvest raisin bread. Because you know that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if they had mini raisins? Even smaller raisins than raisins.
Mini raisins? How do you get mini raisins?
You cut them in half.
Dice scissors.
Diced. Yeah. Use those little nail scissors. You know, the one in your Swiss knife to cut the raisins.
See, AI isn't going to give you this kind of
No,
entertainment.
they wouldn't think that fast, those AIs.
Okay. All right.
But we
so-
appreciate it. You know, when we get new people and businesses and organizations following us, we appreciate that.
absolutely.
Follow us on Facebook, so spread the word. Today is June 15th, Magna Carta Day.
Oh.
Magna Carta Day.
You could break out your Magna Carta.
Yeah.
That was the first in the Western world
Yes.
attempt to rein in the powerful and the elites.
England's King John, not to be confused with John King,
No, not at all.
signed the Magna Carta, which established the basis of the country's political and personal freedoms, which became incorporated into American legal and political systems.
Eventually.
The Magna Carta.
Yeah.
Magna.
Basically, all the dukes and the barons got together and said, "Hey, dude, stop being a jerk." And they made him sign it.
How about that?
Yeah. I mean,
the
that's
Duke of Earl there?
That's my boiled
That's
down
the summary-
history.
summary?
By the way, that's my new podcast, Boiled Down History with John King.
You can catch that every Friday.
Right. Not AI.
National Lobster Day today. You know what I haven't seen in a long time? The lobster tank at Meyer.
Yeah, they got rid of that.
It used to be kind of a thing you walk by and it had that lobster smell. And you're
That's
like,
true.
how long have those lobsters been?
Well, right. I don't know if that was a COVID thing that they got rid of it, or was just it's time to move on from this idea.
Or somebody got snapped when they reached in there. I would never reach into a lobster.
No,
Even if I wanted to, I'm not a lobster
the
eater.
idea of picking your lobster. I mean, let's face it. We are kind of divorced from the reality of our food. So, in other words, we like a nice steak or a hamburger, but I don't want to meet the cow that it came from. You
Well,
know,
maybe it was a mean cow. And a mad cow. Taking you down. You know what? I'm going to throw your ass on a grill.
so
National Lobster Day.
All right.
National Day of Prayer for Law Enforcement.
Okay.
It's also Nature Photography Day.
Oh.
Almost misread that for a second. Not nude nature, just nature.
Just nature.
Nature Photography Day. Richard Lim's probably got a few good shots he'll share today. National Smile Power Day. The power of the smile. Let's give it to him. Go sideways to forward. There you go. How about that? Yeah,
I'm not a serial killer.
Yeah, when somebody has that fake smile, you just wonder what's going on there.
I don't. If you see like Ron DeSantis when he does like the meet and greets or whatever, any picture. I mean, and he tries to laugh. Talk about AI. I'm like, is this an AI laugh?
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Like
okay.
Well, I'm fake laughing.
Right.
It was on this day in 1844, Charles Goodyear patented a process for strengthening rubber. It was called vulcanizing.
Yeah.
It led to Mr. Spock.
Eventually, yes.
The U.S. House of Representatives in 1898 accepted the annexation of Hawaii. Yes, we'll take Hawaii.
Yes, we accept this land that we're stealing.
You know, we're going to accept that. And you know what? Us politicians are going to go on some type of research trip.
Oh, yeah, you have to have a junket.
Yeah.
You got to have a junket. And that's the reason they got Hawaii. They're like, we're sick of junkets to Iowa.
Yeah.
We need to go to, hey, that looks good.
Nebraska's too boring.
Yeah.
We're going to Hawaii.
Right.
It was on this day in 1985. Dire Straits started a 9-week run at number 1 on the U.S. album charts with Brothers in Arms. Have to Believe, The Walk of Life, and Money for Nothing on MTV helped that out.
Probably.
I think everybody had a copy of that, didn't they? Shocker here, in 1988, during Bruce Springsteen's stay in Rome during a world tour, a photographer took a shot of Bruce in his underpants sharing an intimate moment with backup singer Patty Scaffia. Picture confirmed the rumors that the boss and Patty We're playing patty cake.
Boxers or briefs?
I don't know. Tighty-whities. He was the boss.
I kind of think, yeah.
You think?
I think Bruce. I think he's
a little bit of tear.
Yeah. I think
Waistband's a little kind of wrinkled, shriveled.
I think that's more you, but yeah. If I had to guess,
maybe we should see if we can find that picture of the boss and Patty Scaff.
All right, let's see if we can do that.
Boss in his underpants.
What year was that?
It was 1988.
Okay.
They were probably working on the Tunnel of Love.
Well,
it was his brilliant disguise.
Bruce was working on it.
It was 1988, right?
Okay.
It's a brilliant disguise. In 1992, at a high school spelling bee, then Vice President Dan Quayle with an E.
Oh, boy.
Cemented his public image as maybe not being the brightest bulb.
Oh, boy.
When he told a student potato was spelled with an E at the end.
Yeah.
Well, quail was spelled with an E at the end. Why not potato? A rare autographed copy of the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band sold at auction in 2002 for $57,800, more than 5 times the estimated price. And that was in 2002. It would be interesting, kind of cool to have a full band autographed Beatles album.
I mean, it would be
worth a lot.
I think it would be. I mean, I wonder where that is now. Briefs.
we got the picture of the boss. Oh, he's just Wow, he's like posing almost.
Almost is. If that's
Bruce
the photo, which I think
there.
it is.
Yeah.
I don't know that
They were baggy
poses
briefs.
often in his.
Yeah.
Well, those look pretty tight. He looks tight. Keeping it tight.
You got Bruce.
Bruce is keeping it
He
tight.
was working out for that Born in the USA tour.
That was back when he was, was pretty buff.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway. Sorry. That's just, I guess I could try and share that photo.
You want to share that photo?
I mean, I don't know if anyone wants it. But.
And finally, in 2006, Microsoft Corporation Chairman Bill Gates said he would transition from his day-to-day responsibilities at the company to concentrate on the charitable work of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
For the kids.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what Bill said in 2006
before he
on this day.
was divorced from Melinda.
Well, those things happen. Was he caught by a photographer in his Microsoft underwear?
No, not him. Boxers. Totally.
Old man ones.
No, those would have. Yeah, no, those would have the the rip. Yeah, richest guy in the world, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, that's how you get rich, kids. You wear the same underwear for decades. That's how you save money.
That's how we're trying to get
not
rich.
Cheap.
That's how we're getting rich.
You know that, or not wearing underwear at all.
Yeah.
And that is your 2 cents.
Oh, and what a history lesson it was.
Do we have the boss?
I'm working on it. Give me a second. Stall.
I am stalling.
See, this is where AI might be helpful.
Yes.
So
when the boss has car trouble, and it could be any boss.
That's true.
Has car trouble, he goes to Murphy's Family Auto for brake check, calipers, pads.
This is useless.
Electrical work, tire repair and replacement.
Hold on.
Alignment. Oh, I'm moving, buddy.
Hold on.
AC. Perhaps your
There we go.
AC is cranking out the air, that stinky air freshener thing you have in the vent.
That's right. Maybe it got stuck in the vent.
Yeah. Kind of like a Lego getting stuck in a VCR.
Okay.
They can take care of you. Murphy's Family.
There's a reference you're not going to hear AI make.
That's right. See, they don't know.
AI is not going to make that reference.
They weren't around when the Legos got crammed inside the VCR. Take that, you AI.
What is a Lego? What is a VCR? Okay.
All right. So we thank our friends at Murphy's Family Auto, Glenn and Dennis.
Yes.
Stop by and see them. Tell them Mike and John sent you. You get 5% discount.
Right. Open Saturdays 8 to 1. Check them out online, murphysfamilyauto.com.
Are we going to leave the show with Bruce's underwear?
This is the thing. The picture, it only shows the upper half, and it's
he's
not.
got nice
but
pecs.
just imagine he's got briefs there.
Go ahead and put that to your imagination.
Good enough. It's just going to have to be.
Patty liked him, apparently, because they're still together.
Yeah, they are still together.
All right.
So
we're back tomorrow. We'll have the drawing for the not less than $100 in gift cards from Jordan Genso, community servant, community realtor, show sponsor.
Yeah. We'll talk with
realtor.
Everyone's favorite great-grandma, Bonnie Runyon. We'll catch up with Rhonda from Torch 180 and do a drawing for a free lunch. It's quite a Friday.
And we'll have the answer to Thursday night trivia. And hopefully get some more people in the drawing for
Friday.
All right. That's going to do it.
Have a great day.
You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.